Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And today I'll be using these colors to make the top. So I'll be using a yellow color, a green color, a black color, and a red color. And then I'll be using a 3.5mm hook. For this top, we'll start by making the spiral part, then make the halter part, and we'll end by making the straps. So let's get started. The spirals, will be using the colors at the same time, so align them like I'm doing, and I will start by using the red color, then yellow color, green color, then the last one will be a black color. So start with the color which is simple for you to remember. I will start by using the red color. So first thing what we'll be doing, we'll be making a slip knot or a small knot. So I usually do a small knot because it's a bit simple for me. Then after that, insert the hook on the small knot or the slip knot. Then chain 4 and chain them loosely. After chaining 4, slip stitch on the first stitch. Just stretch the circle a little bit, and there is a small opening over there. Make a single crochet over there on that small opening, then make a half double crochet, then make 2 double crochets in that small circle or in that small opening. Then after that, pull up a big loop. So we'll be working on that circle, and in this section we'll put our second color over there, and my second color is yellow. So just insert the color and tie it on that circle. Always remember that the second color should be next to the red color or to the first color, and you can use any color that you feel like. Then after that, yarn over and chain 1, make a single crochet, then make a half double crochet, then after that make 2 double crochets. For the first round, we'll be making a single crochet, then a half double crochets, then 2 double crochets at the end, and after that you pull up a big loop like I'm doing. In this section, we'll be attaching the green color on the circle, and this is how you do it. Then just tie it on the circle and push it next to the second color or the yellow color. And after that, insert the hook on the circle and yarn over the green color, chain 1, then make a single crochet, then make a half double crochet, and lastly make 2 double crochets. Then after making the last double crochets, pull up a big loop like we have done to all the other colors and push it next to the yellow color. We will repeat the same for the black color. So just do what I've done to other colors and do it for the black color. Then ensure that you have 4 stitches in each color. We are at the second round, and what we will be doing on the second round, we will be starting with a double crochet. So at first I told you should have 4 stitches. So the first stitch, put a double crochet over there. Then on the second stitch, you'll be putting a single crochet over there. So we'll be working only at the first 3 stitches, and then you'll be remaining with 1 stitches. So leave it like that. Then on the last stitch or on the third stitch, put 2 double crochets over there. So we'll be doing the same for the all colors, but I will be showing you how to do for, I think, for the first 2 colors. Then pull up a big loop. We are at the second color, so just insert the hook on the big loop and reduce it into a smaller loop. Then, as I said, on the first stitch you'll be making 2 double crochets. Then on the second stitch you'll be making a single crochet only. And on the third stitch you'll be making 2 double crochets. So remember, we are starting with 2 double crochets and ending with other 2 double crochets. And on the last stitch you just leave it like that, or you leave it empty. Then after that, pull up a big loop. Then do the same for the green color like I've done for the other colors. Then I'll be showing you how to do it on the black color. Also for the black color, we'll be doing the same on how you have done for the last previous colors. So what we'll be doing, will be also starting with 2 double crochets in the first stitch. And on the second stitch you'll be doing a single crochet only. And on the last stitch you'll be doing the 2 double crochets. And after that, pull up a big loop. We'll move to the second round, and on the second round we'll start with our first color, and our first color was red color. So insert the hook on that big loop, then reduce the big loop into a smaller loop. So also for the second round, we'll be starting with 2 double crochets and ending with other 2 double crochets, but we'll be doing three single crochets in between the 2 double crochets. So after making your first 2 double crochets, you'll be making 3 single crochets on the next 3 stitches. Then on the last stitch you'll be making 2 double crochets in the same stitch. And the last stitch it will remain empty. Then pull up a big loop, and let's move to the next color. So on the yellow color, we'll be doing the same on what we have done on the red color. So we'll start by making 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Then after making the 2 double crochets in the same stitch, you'll be making 3 single crochets on the next 3 stitches. Then after the 3 single crochets, you'll be making 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Then after that, pull up a big loop. Repeat that on the next colors, which are green color and black color, and I'll meet you on the next round. So remember, we are starting with 2 double crochets and ending with 2 double crochets, and between make 3 single crochets. So we are on the next round, and in this round we'll be starting with 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and in between we'll be making 5 single crochets and ending with 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So let's start with two double crochets in the same stitch. Then after that, make 5 consecutive single crochets in the next 5 stitches. Then make 2 double crochets after the 5 single crochets, and on the we'll be leaving the last stitch empty. Then pull up a big loop, and let's move to the next color. We'll be repeating the same on what we have done on the red color. So we'll begin with 2 double crochets in the same stitch. And after that, make 5 single crochets in the next 5 stitches. Repeat that to the next 2 colors, which are green and black, and I'll meet you to take you through the next round. The only difference with the rounds is that we'll be increasing the single crochets by 2. So the last previous single crochets were 5, then 5 plus 2 is 7. Now we'll be making 7 single crochets, and we'll begin with 2 double crochets and then end with 2 double crochets. So make 7 single crochets. After the 7 single crochets, end that row with 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So this is my last round, but you can continue doing this pattern. So the next pattern, if you want to increase the square, you'll be increasing it by 2. So the next one, you can increase the single crochets and become 9. So then you can also increase another row plus 2, it become 11 single crochets. So in this round we'll be starting with two double crochets in the same stitch and making 7 single crochets in the next 7 stitches, then ending it with 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Then the last stitch should be empty. Repeat this to all colors, and I'll meet you on the next round to show you what to do next. We'll start with our first color, which is red color. Insert the hook on that big loop and slip stitch on the next stitch. After that, cut off the yarn. Repeat this to the next colors. Then I'll meet you at the end to show you how to sew in the ends. This is how we'll be sewing in our ends. So what you'll do, you'll insert the needle on the on one end of the yarn, and after that you just sew in the yarn on the opposite direction, just like I'm doing. Then repeat this to all the colors that you have done and all the ends that are appearing on the spiral. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. In this section, I'll be showing you how to turn the spiral into a bigger square like I've done to that spiral. So what you'll do, you'll attach the yarn, any color of the yarn or any color of yarn, or yeah, but I'll be using a black color, and you can attach it on any corner of the spiral. Then after that, tie it around. Yarn over and chain 3, which will act as our first double crochet. Then after that, we'll be putting a double crochet in each and every stitch. Then when you reach at the point where there are 2 double crochets, I mean 4 double crochets, where there are 2 double crochets in one stitch and other 2 double crochets in next stitch, you'll also be putting there 2 double crochets, then chaining 2, then make again 2 double crochets in the same stitch like I've done. So this is to give you a chain 2 corner space, and this is what will give you a square. So repeat that when you reach at that point. So between 2 double crochets, or what should I say, between 4 double crochets, there it's where you'll be putting other 2 double crochets, then chaining 2 and putting other 2 double crochets. This is how we'll be joining the rows. So what you'll do, you'll be slip stitching on the first stitch where you chained, on the third stitch where you chained 3, then cut off the yarn, and don't forget to sew in the ends. And make around 7 squares, 7 similar squares. So if you are plus size, add some more squares. So I made about 9 squares, but I used 7 squares. If you are medium, in this section we'll be joining the squares together to form a band. So I ensured that the red color and the yellow color are on the top. So, and this is how we'll join them. So join them from the beginning of the chain 2 corner space to the end of the last chain 2 corner space, like I'm doing, using a needle. Remember to join them on the back loops only. And we'll be joining them on the wrong side, and ensure that the wrong sides are facing the right sides are facing each other, then join them. Then we'll be ending to join the squares over here. So we'll be ending on the next chain 2 corner space. So it's so simple to join the granny squares. Join 7 granny squares together. It's so simple to join the granny squares together. If you are plus size, you can increase your squares. If you can't understand on how to join the squares, you can watch my tutorial on how to make the cardigans using the granny squares. In this section, I will be summarizing on how to make the halter top. This is the upper part of the top. So first take the measurement of the top. So for mine, I chained 90 plus 1 stitch to make it 91. So you measure from the back of your ribs to the next back of the ribs on the other side. Then after chaining 90, chain one more and turn your work around. Then repeat a row of half double crochets. I mostly use half double crochets because they are so neat. And after that, I'll meet you on the next row to show you how to decrease the both sides of the pattern of the top. We are on the next row, so start by chaining 2 to begin the row, and then we'll be decreasing the top to make this row a top. So what you'll do, you'll yarn over, then insert your hook, then yarn over only the first 2 loops, then insert the hook again and yarn over and pull through all the loops at the same time. But for the next stitches, we'll just put a half double crochet on the next stitches. We'll not be reducing them. Then I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you again on how to decrease. Also in this end, we'll be decreasing, so you will just insert the hook and yarn and pull through only the first 2 loops, then insert the hook again and pull through all the loops at the same time. And to begin the next row, chain 2, and also we'll be decreasing on this side, so yarn over and insert the hook, pull through and yarn over only the first 2 loops only, then again insert the hook and yarn over all the 4 loops at the same time. Then on the next stitches, put a half double crochet over there. So you'll be repeating this for about 44 rows, and you'll be decreasing on the both sides, and also you'll be decreasing while starting the new row and decreasing again while ending the next row. Then after a couple of rows, or about 44 rows, this is how my halter top looks. Then also I'll be decreasing on that section, then chain 1 and cut off your yarn. On this section, you'll be attaching the spiral part with the halter top together. So what you'll do, you'll align the top and make sure that the ends are equal, like I'm doing. And you'll be joining the halter top with the granny squares using a needle and a black color yarn. And this is how we'll be joining them. It's so simple. Just observe what I'm doing and do it. And remember, we are joining them on the wrong side. And this is how my halter top looks. It's so cute. So there is only one thing that you have not done. This is adding the straps, so add them on that side that I've shown you. Then we'll also put one more straps on this end. And this is how my top looks. So don't forget to subscribe.